Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is your brother Cyrus McGoldrick here with WhyIslam team in Sao Paulo. I'm honored to be sitting here with my uncle Farooq. We are here, we've been now here in Sao Paulo for almost a week. We've been here on Dawah with the WhyIslam and with the Helping Hand USA trip down here for the World Cup on the What's Your Goal campaign. Before Farooq uncle goes back to the United States, some of us will be staying for a couple more weeks, but he has been generous enough with his time to be here for this whole first week of the trip, and he was the first one to get here. We wanted to sit down with him and ask him some questions and talk to him about Dawah, talk to him about the trip, inshallah, so thank you for your time.
Jazakallah khair.
Yeah, inshallah. Wanted to ask you first, since we're here on Dawah and because it's something that we're encouraging people at home to do, we're building up for this Global Dawah Day on July 5th also. I wanted to ask you also, as one of our elders, as one of really the pioneers in the United States, in Islam, in America, as a builder of these institutions, when did you, in your life, first start thinking about Dawah and why? And when did you think about sharing Islam and sharing the message of Islam with people?
Well, first of all, thank you for bringing me here to the studio. And I actually have been involved with the WhyIslam itself when they first started back in '99. And ever since I've been involved with them, all the day-to-day activities, whatever we do with the WhyIslam. And as far as coming here, is I heard about it that the WhyIslam team is going in. I wanted to go there. And when the bulletin came out that anybody volunteering to go there, I asked my team member to see what are the requirements, and if I can go, I will go, inshallah.
And this was your first time in Brazil?
This is my first time in Brazil, actually.
MashaAllah.
I mean, it's basically, I only have been to Saudi Arabia and US, that's all.
Right.
Canada, that's all. So this is a completely new trip for me.
Very good.
Very nice, new experience completely for us.
Very good. And how did you find the trip? We've been, I know we've been doing, we've done outreach, we've done street outreach, we've gone to some different masajid around here. How have you found the process of Dawah here and the reception from the community here?
Back here in Sao Paulo, yes.
Right here in Sao Paulo, yes.
Sao Paulo, actually, we have been working with our CDL brothers here, and they have been very generous, very helpful to assist us in all the things we have been planning to do. And we still have some things that we are taking care of, but we are very, very, very helpful, and they will need some more help and guidance from our experience that the WhyIslam is having.
That's right.
And so that's all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I know that we've shared and we've bonded over here is our limited language capability here in Brazil. Most of the people here speak Portuguese exclusively. Some speak Spanish and some speak English. Some speak other languages, but mostly we've been here speaking through the literature that we brought here.
Right.
How has that been for you, and how does that affect our Dawah, you think?
Based on what we do back home in US, we do get people from Spain and all those places, Spanish people and everything. Right. So the way we use is the sign language.
Right.
I'm trying to use the sign language that this is what we are doing here. Right. And the word in there, the most thing that I found myself, what I've been doing, the booths and everything, the word Jesus is what attracts mostly the people.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Because most Christians, as soon as you say Jesus, that hits their heart.
Right.
So say, well, Jesus is here. He's in the Quran. He's in Islam.
Right.
If you have any questions, call us. That's what we do.
It's a very interesting point, something I've noticed as well.
Plus, in Florida, especially where we do the Dawah work, since Islamic Sharia law was the most concern for the people up in Florida.
Yeah.
And they tried to shut down the Sharia law twice, and this time, the second time, it has been cut down completely, and has been by the state government. They said we will not bring this thing up again. So it has been completely closed, that chapter for Sharia law.
Success for sure.
Was Sharia law was successful. Then we have in school up there, they try to remove the Islamic history from the school courses, which second time they tried that, and this time also we were successful to completely reject that and block the whole thing.
Good.
So it's not going to come up again, that question.
You talking about Florida, talking about the United States. I mean, you remind us of the importance of Dawah, where we live as well. Right. Of course, we are here to share our experience, to collaborate, and we were invited by the community here, and so hopefully we could be helpful. But on Global Dawah Day, on July 5th, where do you plan to be?
I will be home, and we'll be trying to set up a booth up there.
Good in Florida. Okay, excellent. Jazakallah khair for your time. It's really been an honor being here on this trip with you, and you've really been a leader for us and a guide for us, and we appreciate all of your contributions.
Allah is the guide.
That's right.
Us, always.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
نبض الفؤاد بالحرف نهديك شعرا تغني تحر حروف البيان شجا بالحب ننسوج قولا ثريا تغص بسعد عروق الوطن لكن الورد كل الحكايات قص وبين الأماني خبايا وفن